The Indian Prime Minister also spoke about how he got arrested while protesting for Bangladesh's independence. The Prime Minister also paid tributes to Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman.
पूर्वक श्रद्धांजलि देता हूं जिन्होंने बांग्लादेश और यहां के लोगों के उनके लिए अपना जीवन न्योछावर कर दिया। हम भारतवासियों के लिए गौरव की बात है कि हमें शेख मुजीबुर रहमान जी को गांधी शांति सम्मान देने का अवसर मिला। बंधुगण, बांग्लादेश के स्वाधीनता संग्राम को भारत के कोने कोने से, हर पार्टी से, समाज के हर वर्ग से समर्थन प्राप्त था। तत्कालीन प्रधानमंत्री श्रीमती इंदिरा गांधी जी के प्रयास और उनकी महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका सर्वविदित है। उसी दौर में 6 दिसंबर 1971 को अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी ने कहा था, हम न केवल मुक्ति संग्राम में अपने जीवन की आहुति देने वालों के साथ लड़ रहे हैं, लेकिन हम इतिहास को एक नई दिशा देने का भी प्रयत्न कर रहे हैं।
And our principal diplomatic correspondent Siddhant Sibal is in Dhaka tracking all the very latest. Siddhant, quite an emotional moment there with the Indian Prime Minister also appearing nostalgic, talking about his contribution when it comes to the movement and his quoting arrest during the protest regarding Bangladesh's independence as well. The Indian Prime Minister also spoke about the strong people-to-people ties and paid tributes to Sheikh Mujibur Rahman in Dhaka during his address. Take us through the key takeaways.
Well, yes, Molly, today was a momentous day for India and Bangladesh. Today, Bangladesh is celebrating its 50th anniversary of independence, and you can see behind me the entire city decked up in the national colors of Bangladesh. And this is what Dhaka is looking like today. But the fact that Indian Prime Minister, the Prime Minister of the largest democracy, participated in the 50th anniversary, the event that took place, and he spoke about the entire role by the Indian Army. And of course, the Bangladeshi Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina also talked about the tribulations her family personally had to face, and of course also recalled the role played by the then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. In fact, the role of the then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi was recalled by both the Indian Prime Minister and the Bangladeshi Prime Minister. So pretty emotional scenes we saw coming from that place in Dhaka. And of course, we know that one of the key focus was on the shared cultural heritage, the shared valor of the Indian Army and the Mukti Jodhas, who of course were the people of Bangladesh who fought against oppression of the Pakistani Army. In fact, during the speech by the Bangladeshi Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, she mentioned many times the atrocities committed by the Pakistani Army, while the Indian Prime Minister talked about his role, how he was as a 20-year-old man, how he took part in a satyagraha. But largely these are visuals which will be remembered and cherished for many, many years. These are part of the relationship, the strong bond between Dhaka and Delhi. In fact, the strong foundation of this relationship was laid in 1971 when India played an important and decisive role when it comes to the independence of Bangladesh, the modern state of Bangladesh. But today, of course, was all about the celebration, the anniversaries, the Independence Day anniversary, the establishment of diplomatic ties and other things. But tomorrow it will be focused on the talks between the two prime ministers and also his visit outside Dhaka. Interestingly, while he is here in Bangladesh, he will be gifting vaccines, 1.2 million vaccines to the Bangladeshi government. Bangladesh, remember, is the recipient of the largest number of India India-made vaccines in the region. The number now with the gifting of the vaccine will stand at 10.1 million doses of India-made vaccines. So largely it shows the priority New Delhi is giving to Dhaka, something that both sides are not only cherishing but have been fondly mentioning that how this is the golden age or the Sonali Adhyay of this relationship.
Right, and the symbolism attached with the fact that the Bangladeshi Prime Minister extended this invitation to her Indian counterpart, and that the Prime Minister of India agreed to be a participant in those grand celebrations, tells us about the significance that India attaches to this relationship between India and Bangladesh, undertaking that visit amid the COVID-19 pandemic.
Well, the fact that Indian Prime Minister chose to travel amid the COVID pandemic to Bangladesh shows the priority he personally gives to Bangladesh. Remember, the last time the Indian Prime Minister traveled was in November of 2019. Since then, there hasn't been any visit because of the COVID pandemic. But now this visit is happening. Today was day one and full of symbolism, whether it is the Bangladeshi Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina herself going to the airport and receiving the Indian Prime Minister, whether the Indian Prime Minister going to the Martyrs Monument, or together both present at the celebrations where both made emotional speeches, or whether the launch of the digital exhibition, the Bapu Bangabandhu digital exhibition. This is an exhibition which is a moving exhibition and pays tribute to the lives of both the father of the nation of India and Bangladesh, the parallels between the two leaders, and of course how they changed the subcontinent and of course the world, the celebration of their ideals. In fact, the exhibition has a picture, only one rare picture, which there is none other than this picture, which shows both the father of the nation of India and the Bangladeshi father of the nation. So largely a lot of symbolism in this visit on that first day of Indian Prime Minister's visit. But the second day of the visit will see certain announcements, the announcement on Swadhinta Sadak and also MOUs focusing on connectivity. Remember, connectivity has stood out in this relationship, while in all the domains we have seen activity happening, whether it is on trade, whether it's on climate change, but it is connectivity that has been the central key pillar of this relationship. We know that in December, both the leaders had met virtually, launching the rail link between the two countries, connecting the Indian state of West Bengal with Bangladesh. And this time also, we do expect such kind of announcements on connectivity. Remember, Bangladesh is key to India's Act East policy, connects India to rest of the ASEAN, also provides, in a sense, connectivity options for India's northeast, because now goods from India's northeast can come by rivers connecting India and Bangladesh, and they can use Bangladeshi ports like Chittagong or Mongla port. In fact, the focus is to make sure the inland waterway connectivity is something that is used much more eagerly in terms of both sides using it. Remember, there are more than 50 rivers both countries share. That's the highest number of rivers two countries share, and that can help ease the transport between India and of course Bangladesh, and make the entire eastern part of this region, the Indian subcontinent, much more prosperous. So whether it's connectivity, whether it is trade, every sector has seen some action. In fact, today the Indian Prime Minister made a significant announcement during his speech at that event. He said that 50 startups will be invited to India, Bangladeshi startups, and they of course will get to meet the Indian startups 50, because both countries are celebrating 50th anniversary of their diplomatic relationship.
Right. Stay with me, Siddhant. Just a quick check on the remarks that were made by the Bangladeshi leader as well during that ceremony, following Prime Minister Modi's tribute to Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina thanked the government of India and Prime Minister Modi in particular for awarding the Gandhi Peace Prize to Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. She further thanked India for the aid in Bangladesh's liberation war in 1971 and said it was an honor for Prime Minister Modi to be present in person for the 50th National Day celebrations.
I extend my heartiest thanks to His Excellency Sri Narendra Modi, the Honorable Prime Minister of India, who has consented to grace this occasion even amidst this pandemic. My heartiest thanks to him.
Highlighting the strong Indo-Bangladesh relationship, she said that all political parties of India are also always united regarding Bangladesh. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina further reiterated that self-cooperation and contribution by the people of India can never be forgotten.
Various sectors, including trade, commerce, communication, power, energy, and agriculture. India has now become one of our best development partners. The Moitri Bridge over the Feni River has recently been inaugurated to increase connectivity between northeastern Indian states and Bangladesh. These Indian states are now able to use the seaport and airport of Chattogram.
Alongside participating in the centenary celebrations, Prime Minister Modi is also set to hold bilateral consultations with his Bangladeshi counterpart, where multiple memoranda of understanding are expected to be signed. Going back across now to our diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal, who's been with us getting those latest updates. Siddhant, talking about the additional layer of partnership that the two sides have seen, especially during the COVID-19 crisis, India gifting COVID-19 vaccines, 109 ambulances. The Bangladesh Prime Minister also thanking India for this crucial support during the time of crisis.
Well, yes, if I can talk about a broader health sector between India and Bangladesh, one thing that has stand out is the fact that the Indian High Commission here in Dhaka gives the maximum number of visas. And the reason behind it that a lot of Bangladeshis come to India, especially they go to Tamil Nadu for healthcare, and that is something that has been very popular here. And that is why approximately 1 million or 1.1 million visas the Indian High Commission here in Dhaka gives. That's maximum anywhere in the world. And amidst this, we have seen how India has been reaching out to Dhaka amidst the COVID pandemic, providing them a lot of things like providing them kits and other related facilities. But what India stood out was by sending the vaccines to Bangladesh, around 9.1 million vaccines. Of course, there will be addition with the gift which will be happening tomorrow. The ceremony that will happen tomorrow, India has gifted vaccines to 70 countries globally, and in the region it has given vaccines to all the countries, of course, barring Pakistan. So India has stood out as the pharmacy of the world amidst the pandemic, and it has made sure that its neighbors get the priority under its neighborhood first policies, and in that too, India has given much more priority to Dhaka. Of course, whenever India gives vaccines, it takes care of the number of population as well. Bangladesh is the top 10 populated country. In fact, it has more population than Russia, and that was something that was going on in the minds of the policymakers in New Delhi. So, by and large, that's an important development.
Leave it there for the moment, Siddhant. Thanks very much for getting us all those updates. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.